The aftermath. After the disastrous events of the Meg 2, global news is flooded with megalodon sightings, marine life disturbances, and conspiracy theories. Jonas Taylor, now a retired eco-warrior, lives in solitude on a remote island in Fiji, trying to heal physically and emotionally. Haunted by loss and destruction, he avoids all media attention. The Black Trench. A tectonic shift triggered by the recent underwater chaos has cracked open a new trench even deeper than the Mariana. Dubbed the Black Trench, it emits pulses that disrupt sonar and create electromagnetic anomalies. A Chinese-American research ship, the Hailong, sends drones into the trench and captures chilling footage of a massive bioluminescent creature lurking in the blackness. Something far more terrifying than a Meg corporate intrusion. Abyss Corp, a private marine tech corporation, partners with global powers to explore and control the Black Trench. Their CEO, Eva Ronson, presents a public image of sustainability and discovery, but secretly seeks profit through biotech weaponization and creature harvesting. She invites Jonas to join the mission as a veteran consultant. He refuses until he learns Meiying has joined the expedition behind his back. Jonas' reluctant return. Jonas boards the Abyss Corp flagship, the Leviathan, under strict conditions. Tensions rise between him and Meiying, who insists she's ready to face the dangers of the deep. Jonas warns the crew about past mistakes. He reunites with surviving team members Mac and DJ, who have been hired as security and sonar analysts. They all prepare to descend into a trench no human has ever entered. Descent into darkness. Aboard the Abyss Seeker, the crew descends into the Black Trench. The pressure is immense, the water eerily silent. The trench glows with unnatural blue and green hues, like an alien world. Suddenly, sonar reveals multiple massive entities circling them. Shadows larger than Megs pass by the sub. Something brushes against the hull, and alarms blare. The sub loses power temporarily as the unknown lifeform emits a sonic pulse. New predator emerges. A creature reveals itself, Thanatos, a terrifying alpha predator evolved in complete darkness, nearly 100 feet long, with translucent armor-like skin, glowing patterns, and bioelectric abilities. It slams the submersible, causing partial flooding. The team fires countermeasures and escapes narrowly, but Thanatos follows, clearly showing intelligence and tracking behavior. Surface panic. While trying to retreat, the team inadvertently creates a pressure rift, allowing several smaller Megs and prehistoric eels to escape the trench. One Meg breaches and heads toward the open Pacific. Emergency reports pour in from cargo ships and coastal patrols. A Meg attacks a Japanese whaling vessel and then disappears. Coastal cities go on high alert. Abyss Corp's hidden agenda. Jonas and Mac access encrypted files on board the Leviathan and discover Abyss Corp's true plan. They've genetically altered captured Meg embryos, enhancing them with traits from other extinct predators. These biohybrids were being incubated near the trench but have now been compromised. Eva Ronson insists they must recapture them, not destroy them. Jonas takes charge. After another near-fatal incident involving a tentacled prehistoric predator, Jonas disables Ava's command access and assumes leadership of the operation. He outlines a survival plan: destroy the lab modules, warn the world, and lure Thanatos back into the trench using bait frequencies. The crew is split, some loyal to Ronson, others to Jonas. City under siege. The escaped Meg attacks a coastal village in the Philippines. News footage captures it leaping onto a beachside resort, causing mass panic. Despite airstrikes, the creature evades destruction and disappears again. Ocean currents suggest it's headed toward Okinawa. Thanatos also begins moving upward, slowly but purposefully. Thanatos breaks free. Thanatos slaughters a pod of sperm whales on camera, asserting itself as the new apex predator. It breaks through the final trench barrier and begins its ascent. As it emerges into more sunlit waters, its skin darkens and adapts to visibility. It begins using stealth and advanced tactics, like pack hunting with two other Megs. These aren't ordinary creatures, they're evolving fast. War in the deep. Jonas's team encounters a new threat, Chronosaurus, a gigantic marine reptile awakened by trench disturbance. It attacks the Abyss Seeker, causing massive damage. Thanatos suddenly appears and the two beasts engage in a brutal underwater duel. The team narrowly escapes as hydrothermal vents erupt around them, scattering lava and debris. Meiying's solo dive. In a desperate move, Meiying launches herself in a one-man mini-sub armed with a prototype tracker and bioneurotoxin developed to affect trench creatures. She manages to get close to Thanatos and fire the tracker into its dorsal fin, but her pod is crushed by the creature's tail. She's trapped, sinking into the black. Rescue and regroup. Jonas risks his life in an untested deep-sea suit to save Meiying. With Mac guiding from above, he reaches her pod, revives her with limited oxygen, and uses a flare decoy to distract a circling eel. They're rescued by DJ and towed back to the Leviathan. Morale is low, but Meiying's tracker provides vital coordinates. Oceanic evacuation. Thanatos and its subpack are approaching major population centers. World governments initiate mass evacuations across coastal Asia. Warships prepare to engage. The creatures reach Okinawa waters, where the Japanese Navy suffers heavy losses. Thanatos disappears into the underwater ruins near Yanaguni Island, using caverns to hide. Final showdown setup. Jonas outfits a customized stealth sub with prototype weapons, high-frequency sonic pulses, and biomagnetic torpedoes. The plan: lure Thanatos into a volcanic rift zone and detonate it. Ava Ronson, in a last act of sabotage, tries to escape with embryo samples but is devoured by a juvenile Meg she tried to sedate. Battle of the Titans. Jonas leads the trap mission, drawing Thanatos into the rift zone using deep-sea whale cries. The battle is intense. Thanatos uses ambush tactics, dragging the sub toward the trench wall. One of the torpedoes hits, wounding it, but the beast doesn't stop. The juvenile Megs swarm the area, attacking everything. Sacrifice and detonation. Out of options, Jonas overrides the failsafes and lures Thanatos into a thermal pocket surrounded by methane vents. He ejects just in time as the sub explodes, causing a chain reaction. The resulting shockwave collapses part of the trench wall, burying Thanatos in molten rock and sending a tsunami across the area. Global reckoning. Jonas survives, rescued in critical condition. Governments declare the trenches forbidden zones. A new treaty bans private undersea exploration. Abyss Corp is shut down. The world grieves but also unites. Meiying gives a speech at the UN about respect for the deep and the dangers of tampering with evolution. Tease for sequel. In the Arctic, a Russian deep-sea mining operation drills into an unexplored subtrench. Cameras show eerie egg clusters glowing in the ice. Suddenly, an eye opens in the darkness. A massive armored aquatic beast, older than any Meg. The screen cuts to black.